All right, again, good morning. This is Forex Day by Day. We're going to see what's going on with the US dollar Canadian. As you probably saw in my one of my last videos, I'm trying to move my portfolio towards the daily chart. That will take a little while because I will say about, I don't know, volatility start getting funny at the end of the year. I would say the rest of the year, probably beginning of the next year, because it take a while until you get the entrance and the appropriate entrance. You have to enter properly so you can let it fly. That's my dream. Look for the video, my golden dream. All right. Okay. First of all, the most boring part. Whoops, that's not it. It's this one. Disclaimer: if you like what you see, um, we have more than 130 videos on my channel. Um, um, Forex Day by Day. I have a lot of videos in Spanish. I started to do the English section now. Alright, again, what else I have to tell you about this? Oh, yeah, subscribe, people. If you like what you see, subscription is free. And as you probably realize, uh, this could be very relevant at the time to take a trade if you choose to, okay? Did I say what day is today? It's October 15, 2025, okay? Let's go. The other day, people, I made a mistake. I don't know if I told you in English. It was this. I did not click. You see pantalla here? This is one screen. If I go like this, back to the chart, I spent a couple of hours talking, and the only thing I record was this thing. Yeah, I didn't realize how pain in the ass is to make videos, especially if you want to do it in two languages. Oh boy, what a mess. As you probably know, English and Spanish are reverse. So the thinking process, just you hear me sometimes slow it down and going, it's because I'm thinking in one language, and you can help it, but sometimes you have to translate, and it's very, it's a little bit, it's not very, it's not impossible, but it's a pain in the neck. Okay, let me don't do that now. Let me change this back to. Oh my God! All right, again. Here we go. I kind of like this one because I think it's getting in position for me to jump on the daily chart. This is the US dollar Canadian. We always start with a fresh chart, even though we know what is going. I will recommend to do that, people. As a matter of fact, I will recommend that you start doing videos like I'm doing right now. Even you may not want to be put it on YouTube, but as you do the video and you go through the process, something happened to your mind. I was talking to my friend, to my son. He's program. He worked for IBM. He's a programmer, and he told me, "Oh, we have a technique. It's called Robert Docking Talking." Then they talk the software to this imaginary. Well, maybe they have a physical Robert Docking, but and when you do that, all of a sudden you start discovering things, and you, even though you knew it, you never did. All right. Same thing happened to me. If I explain something to somebody, you start discovering things. And even though you knew it, I'm sorry, you did not actually did. Okay. So I always start this every day in the morning. This morning I was looking for another currency, see if I can jump on the daily chart. I am in the DAX now, 4 hours coming down, but the daily chart is to the upside. I have to wait for that to finish. So I decided, okay, while I wait, because by the way, I use robots to do that. I'm just sitting down waiting for the signal, which I'm going to show it to you. Okay. But if I wait for that, I will die of hunger. So I decided to zigzag on the 4 hour chart until I get into position to jump to the daily chart. So far, none of the currencies are in alignment. This is one of them. And I'm going to try to do that. We start with our standard process. This is 4 hour. We start on the 1 hour chart. And our main purpose is to identify if a currency is overbought and oversold. Based on what? In the high and low of the monthly candle, we use a standard deviation, 0 degree, to find the high and low. Okay, where is this thing? Where am I? Okay, monthly, high and low, obviously. Also, you can use your eye. If you're in the top of the chart, that thing is super high. There we go. 1 degree, standard deviation, 2.6. Standard deviation, 3.6. At the same time, as I do that in every chart, if you're a new jack, you already see what I do, all right? In reality, this is what I got, okay? Again, this is the monthly and this is the weekly. We can see that it's above the 2 level. Of course, if it's above the monthly standard deviation, it's above the weekly, and you can actually see that, all right? So what do we do with these currencies? We can do two things. One, first touch, sell. We talk about that. No, first, you define your loss, your risk, I'm sorry. From here to here is 162, let's say 200 pips. Now, like I said, you always risk 1% or less than 1%. But let's assume 1%. 1% in my case, my risk here is $1,000 per currency. Divided by 200, give me the pip value of $5. $5. Sell, stop loss. Sell, stop loss. If the trade did not happen at this level, something is wrong. How you go? Fundamentally wrong. Okay? So let's say you hit your stop loss or you wait now. You can do two things. You leave this currency, go to another one. Or use the second technique, which is to use an oscillator and enter, let's say here, for example. Enter here. Let me use my oscillator. Please don't ask me once again for this oscillator. You can use any oscillator. There is thousands of oscillators out there. This is a proprietary oscillator. You see, we have signal here. Now watch this. Here, I already have a signal to the downside. Let me adjust the, see it? Enter, sell, you get out. Any software that have a function of buy only or sell only, you can do it. Now, I tell you early that I was looking to jump on the daily chart. So I move all my operations to the 4 hour. All right? Because in order to enter on the daily chart, you look for a pullback in the 4 hour. Can you see that? In order to enter in the 4 hour, you look for a pullback in the 2 hour. Here. Buy. You see, this system is very powerful. If you want to enter in the 2 hour, you look for a pullback here. Now, in this case, we already determined this thing is overboard, all right? If we were to do that, because this is the main part of our system. Oh, I forgot to put, I never get that close. I like to see perspective. I want to see it from far away, okay? Then I go in, all right? So let's remove this in here and get it to minimum expression. So I have a sense of what's going on. This the market is going in impulse and retracement. You can see it here, right? Dun, 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 dun. This is an amazing breakaway here. But we are not here. We are down here. So if we were to project these lines to the left, I always do that. Well, I don't do that anymore because I know these areas, people, are insanely strong. All right, let me demonstrate this to you. I Let me just put a line here and insert. The reason I do that is because the setting of the bars is going to change. 700 and something 1 hour bar is not the same as 4 hour. So we may be reading something else, but nevertheless, it will be uh, a support. Let's see. But right here in this time frame, we can see the no cross below for whatever fundamental reason. Pull back, came back to retest, came back to reset, came back to retest. On the same chart without moving. Now, let's say 4 hour. Look at this. Look at this. This area, man, is powerful. And we can see now what we saw in the 1 hour. Let's go back. Look at this. This is a very relevant area of support. All right. Let's look at the daily chart to see farther down. Look at this. Now, watch this. What we do, we look at the past projected to the future, and you see exactly it happened the same thing. It came back to this area of support here, acted as a resistance. Boom. So what do you think is going to happen on the daily chart when this move out there? Now, this is the daily chart. This could be a month or two before they get up there. So that's why I decided to zigzag here. All right. So what do we have? Oh, wait a minute. Let me remove these lines because the main thing is the standard deviation channel, 1 degree. The standard deviation channel have 1 degree. This is 0 degree. We use 1 degree, and I'm sorry, 0 degree and 1 degree. Sometimes I use 3 degrees, but I don't want to play with that now. Why I don't want to play with that now? Because I already by drawing this line, have a very strong feeling that this is going to come this way down. All right. What am I? Standard deviation channel. This is 60 days, 1 degree. Boom. In the first touch, this is sell here. Stop loss, the next band, sell. And the third band, if at that time did not happen, something is very strange in the market. This happened with the gold that kicked my ass because I broke the rules. When you break the rules, you pay the consequence. All right. All right. As we stand right now, October 15, 2025, we have a sell signal in the US dollar Canadian. Now, watch this. I wanted to trade minimum 4 hour chart. Isn't that beautiful? Now, if I were to use first touch, sell, stop loss, sell, stop loss, sell. Now, of course, this is 4 times bigger. So you have to adjust your peak value, all right, according to your risk. In my case, it's $1,000. From here to here is 543, 550. That will be what? 50 cents? Let me see. Yeah, it's $1,000 divided by 150. Yeah, let's do it anyway. $1,000 divided by 550. Oh no, I'm sorry. 181. Okay. $1, people. $1. Remember what we're talking about. Professional trading is not making a ton of money per trade. It's a tiny bit, long time. All right. And this is what I'm looking for. That's why I try to look to get into the daily chart because you can leave it alone and we're going to see it now. So we already have a very crystal clear cut here. Then we can wait for a down movement on the US dollar Canadian. All right. Now let's bring this system up. System. This is the trend on the daily chart. It's based on the same oscillator. You want to check it out? Look how beautiful this thing. Look how beautiful the daily chart is. To me, it's the Cadillac of trading. This signal. Now, this is no longer. Uh, this is 6 level of money to high. This is 6 day. Almost weekly. Let me see it weekly. Yeah, you see? So if you were to enter here, this signal came in. Let me bring my signal itself. So we can. This signal came in um, July 10, July. Yeah, July 10 at 00 line. Change of time right there. Since July, you've been in this trade. What a beautiful thing, bro. What a beautiful thing. Lovely. You only come and check to see if everything is rocking. All right. You can do this with any software designed to enter on the daily chart. All right. Look at these trades. Oh my goodness. This trade started October 2024. Oh my God. Finish somewhere in January. Now, imagine to have a portfolio that move that way. That's what I want because I want to build my company for real. All right. To me, anything below 1 hour is not trading. Everything below 1 hour is not trading. You can say whatever you want. I don't care. Why? Because I've done it. If anything below 1 hour have work, I will be zillionaire right now. All right. So move your position to the highest time frame and let it rip. Leave it alone. All right. I don't know what is this. So yeah, of course, it's gonna be a cost associated with this, and this is why people get scared. But you are a trader. You wait for the pullback and you see it. Back to the level of support, you have another position, another position, another position. You build into the trade. All right. So I will highly recommend to start moving your position to the upside. Here, I sitting down waiting for a signal to go to down. You can see here, this is the daily chart, wait for a pullback to complete, buy. Nothing new under the sun. But we like the PPC and the SMI and the and liquidity and all that to read this because we think excitement is equal to profit. It is not, people. And then these people have the balls to tell you, oh no, 95% of the traders lose money. Of course they're gonna lose if you're learning the wrong things. You know, 95% of the people that have any career that have learned the wrong thing will fail. 90% of engineers that don't learn how to calculate the thing, it will fail. 95% of the doctors that have the wrong education, they will kill somebody. It's a stupid shit. I don't know why they do this. You know what they do this? For marketing. If you don't do what I tell you, you're going to lose. What is Fibonacci? There are idiots out there, people. I have a big fight with this asshole. So what do you mean? What is Fibonacci? Do you have any concept of the universe and the expansion and contraction and a million shit than magnetic field and correspond to a Fibonacci sequence? Are you out of your freaking mind? What do you mean? What is Fibonacci? You freaking ass. All right. All these retracements are Fibonacci levels. Impulse, retracement, where Fibonacci level. You want to see it? Where is Fibonacci? Impulse, retracement to my buying, Fibonacci area. Impulse, again to the same area. What are you talking about, man? Please give me a break, okay? Fibonacci tool is extremely accurate to measure pullbacks, all right? And projection. Let's see. Let's take this impulse here. I don't remember if I talk about this. Let me measure. Maybe I have it. Yeah, I have it on the bottom here. You want to know where this movement is going to stop? People, I just did this out of my ass. I did not practice this. And look what the price is now. Dead in 161.8 Fibonacci level. This area in Fibonacci, this area here between 1.31, I talk about this, and 161, this is a wall, people. Don't believe me? Try it. Try it. Try it. Open your mind. This thing, out of my ass. I just did it right now. Look at this. Bounce dead on the line. Let's get a little closer here. How this is 4 hour chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 hours. It has not moved from here. Okay. If I go to 1 hour, I already have a signal. Can you see it? You can make this shit up, people. And some asshole tell me what is Fibonacci? Get out of here, freaking bald head guy. You know? I laugh because I am bald headed too. Oh, let me tell you what happened. I got I got my driver's license, went to renew my evidence. I hate to go to motor vehicle, people. My wife had to drag me by the ear to go there. So I go there. I am a white guy, bald headed, and I have a white mustache. All right. So when they took the picture, the mustache did not show up in the picture. It didn't have the contrast to see my mustache. So I look like I'm shaved 100%. So I'm looking at the picture and say, oh shit, I swear to God that I had a mustache that day. Ay, 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 ay. I don't know how they get people, you know? The police are freaking geniuses. Alrighty, guys, what did you want? An invitation? US dollar, Canadian, is coming down. Alrighty, again. This is what I have for you today. Please don't forget to subscribe and like it. Help me to build the channel in the same way I help you to make some moolah. Bye.